On expiry day, today we were bracing for a big gap up. We're going to end closer to the low point of the day. The problem was global cues were positive, but the dollar was stronger. You had Brent crude prices that were elevated, and the US 10-year yield as well had crossed 3.8%. Put that together, that's what caused some bit of skittishness in our own markets. But Ambareesh Baliga joins us on the show. Hi Ambareesh, let's not talk about the index. Let's talk about individual stocks. And I believe a banking stock is what you like. Federal Bank, give us the rationale.
Yeah, Nigel. My pick is Federal Bank, though it's a South-based bank, but it has a good branch network across India and especially Northeast. And they have more than 1,300 branches, nearly 1,900 ATMs, with more than 50% of the footprint in semi-urban areas. And Q3, they reported the highest quarterly earnings. The net profit was up nearly 54% at 804 crores, backed by strong loan growth of 20% plus. Margin expansion was there. Additionally, the credit cost somehow came down by about 38 bips, which is a surprise. Deposits were also up about nearly 15% Y-on-Y. NIIs was up about 27%. NIMS was at a high of 3.5%. And if you look at the asset quality, stable with gross NPAs at about 2.4%. Slippages were below 1% during this quarter. And if you look at the loan book, it's about 54% is retail, 46% is corporate. Been able to leverage their fintech partnerships quite well. Look at the gold loan book, which has been growing at about 20% under their subsidiary FedFina, and that stands at about 19,500 crores. So the growth has been better than what the management has been guiding, and that really gives me the confidence. And the stock has strangely corrected in the past few weeks. So good levels to buy with a target price of about 180, which is 1.5 times adjusted book value for FY25.
That's an interesting pick. It's a name which many have put bets on for the last couple of years. You could say, depending on when you got in, it's worked out, it's not worked out, but I think there's no doubt that quarterly numbers, etc., have turned around very, very smartly, and it's a matter of time, I guess. So Federal Bank is Ambareesh's pick. Ambareesh, what else are you looking at? We had Ravi Dharamshi earlier with us, and one of the areas which he likes is QSR. We couldn't discuss it with him. There was a bit of an audio issue. Is QSR companies, right? The third quarter, which supposedly is a good one, has not been a great one for them. In early indications are that January has not gone all that great either. Any thoughts, and what do you like in that space?
No, in that space, in fact, I would be a bit careful because, one of the major ones is Jubilant, and I think they have lost their mojo. Because clearly, they had that first mover advantage, which they utilized very well, and that got reflected in the valuations. But now with the sort of competition which is building up in that space, and there are a huge number of those, the competition is from the, it is not a listed space, they are startups. So the issue is with margins, same store sales growth is hardly there. And they need to spend huge amount on capex as far as the stores, the number of stores expansion is concerned. So I think overall, the sort of like valuation which they got in the past, I don't think that will be there in the future. So I would in fact be a seller in Jubilant on any sort of a rise along with the markets, because I really don't see any expansion out there.
Okay, got that. Thanks very much for the updates. Just stay on, Ambareesh. We'll come back. Right now, we have to take a quick break. The market's absolutely flattening out. This could look like a negative close for all you know. Quite a disappointment, actually, from the way we started. Take a break and come back with the closing.